Hi, I'm Kurt Ehrhart. I'm with Innovative Mosquito Management, the company hired to remove Phragmites here in the Great Marsh in Newburyport, which will be using a very low ground pressure machine known as a MarshMaster. It exudes 1 pound per square inch over the marsh, much lighter than any human footprint can put down. We'll be using a combination of herbicides to control the Phragmites. The herbicides we use, salt of imazapyr, is essentially a salt acid that's introduced to the plant. And this introduction blocks an enzyme specific to the plant and plants only that is used to make an amino acid that the plant needs to make food. The timing of this particular application is critical, has to be late season, because the plants, like all plants and animals, spend their time trying to reproduce. The Phragmites spends the entire summer season growing to make enough energy for the seed heads which form, and once the seed heads are formed, the plant then spends all of its time and energy moving starches and sugars back to the root system so it can overwinter. It's at this point where we like to introduce the herbicide, because the translocation, or the movement of the material from the top of the plants to the roots, is at most advantageous. This is quite effective, and you'll see yellowing of plants within 5 to 6 weeks of our application. It's a very safe product. It doesn't actually harm anything that doesn't have the specific enzyme that's found in plants. Things like mollusks, bird populations, human populations, anything within the salt marsh as an invertebrate is not affected by this product. It's at a very low dose. It's something at a 1.5% finished mix, which is highly effective to control Phragmites. After the plants are sprayed, through the winter months, the plants are mowed and mulched to the size of pencils and left behind to biodegrade in the marshes. This encourages local native fauna adjacent to the areas we treat to take over and repopulate the area with native plants that should be on salt marshes. This is our 5th season of returning to Great Marsh here in Newburyport. And when we first started this program, there were literally hundreds of acres of Phragmites in a monoculture that surrounded the perimeter of this property. And there were many new stands that were starting to pick up through the center of the marshes. Since we've been here, we've seen over a 95% reduction in Phragmites, allowing all the native plants to take over areas where these plants have been sprayed and mowed, allowing for the native plants to take over. It's recovering quite remarkably. There are specific licenses you have to maintain and do for aquatic herbicide applications. These are maintained yearly. We actually have to obtain credits for the licenses every year and maintain a credit base to be retrained. There probably aren't more than a dozen within the New England region of companies that would do this type of work. Within that dozen group, there's only a very small few with this particular type of equipment. Highly specialized amphibious equipment is key to preserving the porous structure of the marshes. This machine just doesn't impact it, and it leaves no trail behind, no ruts, and it doesn't disturb soil. It's highly unique to a wetland area and allowing for the least impact of any machine in the industry today. Thanks for watching.